Hey guys, this is Wildcat Chris Harris, TNA original and one half of 6-time TNA World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted. You are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 316 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we are at the Go Home show before No Surrender 2007, where Kurt Angle is defending 3 championships. And last week, we found out who his tag team partner is going to be, because the man they call Sting defeated Christian Cage, AJ Styles, and Samoa Joe to have the privilege of teaming with Kurt Angle against Pacman Jones and Ron the Truth Killings at No Surrender. Of course, there was a brief interaction between the challengers and champions, which I'm sure we'll get into before the show. But also on the show, we saw basically the attempted murder of Scott Steiner by Team 3D. Rick Steiner is out of action for indefinite amount of time, and likely the same is going to be the case with Scott Steiner, considering the attack on his injured throat and all that stuff. So, Dallas, we're going into No Surrender. You have never been more excited in your life for TNA programming. Is that true or false?
I mean, that's definitely true. Especially for a go-home show for a pay-per-view. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than this.
Right.
Abyss versus Kurt Angle. I almost said Abyss versus the Monster, which would have been a lot worse. So,
yeah.
I am very interested to see what we do on this go-home episode. As we noted last week, Abyss and Kurt Angle have essentially done nothing with each other. And they have a world title match coming up. Which you could also argue is kind of the same thing with the X Division title, but it feels less upsetting that doesn't have as much of a anything happening with it than the World Heavyweight title, I feel like. But hey,
yeah.
We got to push that tag team title match, I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess your biggest stars are kind of in that match. Sting, Kurt, Pacman.
Right.
I just kind of feel like the world title should have some steam on it. We could have gone into, right now as it stands, we could have gone into No Surrender.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not even know. I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, and I think that's fair, yeah.
But I guess one attack on Abyss is supposed to make it this big money draw. The big money draw, interestingly enough, I guess, would be Pacman.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I kind of feel like that's why they're pushing this to the tag team stuff so heavily.
Right. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. But again, as we've said for at least 3 weeks now, I don't know how much. I mean, I guess, judging by what you were saying when you were watching 2007, I don't know if a lot of people would even know or be aware that he cannot physically get involved in any kind of confrontation.
Well, it's funny you say that, because you're right. I mean, we're reading like the behind the scenes, the rumors and this and that. Except that they did mention that in his first appearance when Ron Killings came out. They literally said you can't get physical. Which was a very interesting choice.
Well, right. And I think I even said, like, why would you tell us that? Now, are they trying to maybe say he can't do that, but he's such a reckless guy that he will?
I do kind of feel like that's maybe what they were trying to kind of pull. Like, oh, you can't, but like, are you gonna?
We can't control you.
Yeah. That's kind of how I was almost taking it, but it is a very interesting way to approach it.
I mean, you're shooting guys at a parking lot at a strip club. He doesn't really follow direction very well.
Well, that might be true.
Allegedly.
Although I think does he get charged for this? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I haven't really looked at it.
I don't know if he even goes to jail. All I know is he's suspended for the 2007 season.
Yeah. Well, so that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
At least as far as how it's handled.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we kind of already talked about one match, but let's do the super quick rundown of the matches from last week. I have ratings news right in front of me. And then I have just a couple notes here to get us started, and then just a few for during the show as well that we'll talk about. So on the August 30th, 2007 episode of TNA iMPACT, so it was originally supposed to be Team 3D versus Motion Machine Guns. Scott Steiner came out. He got attacked and was taken out, as Bob has already noted. Then after the commercial break, the Machine Guns decided, hey, we want to have a match. Let's do it. And then VKM came out and then defeated them in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Yeah. That happened. Then after that match, LAX came out, started brawling with VKM, and then Triple X, and then Eric Young and Shark Boy also came out. Huge brawl. We cut to the back because there's just too much craziness going on. And, as already noted by Bob, Sting defeated AJ Styles, Christian Cage, and Samoa Joe to become the co-holder of the TNA World Tag Team title with Kurt Angle in 19 minutes, 36 seconds, a very long Impact match. And hey, look at this. The match guide rating on Cage Match, they rated that match, these fans that vote on Cage Match, 7 out of 10. Or they give, 7 out of 10. Yeah. Now, it's only based on 10 votes. But it's very, very liked.
I thought it was a good match.
I agree.
So that would definitely make sense.
I agree. The ratings for that show, we got a 1.05 rating and 1.3 million viewers. The show did a 0.60 in males 18 to 34 and a 0.84 in males 35 to 49. So, there you go. Okay, so a couple things here. And one is a follow-up from a note from last week. And then I got one, Bob, that I'm going to end this with. It's going to be good. And actually, after that one, we can chat about our one house show note that I know we have as well.
Oh, right.
So it's noted that there's still nothing official on the 2-hour show. Now, there is no talk regarding changes in writing for a 2-hour show, but Bob Ryder in Travel has been at least looking into the idea of changing things in October when they'll be doing Monday and Tuesday tapings every other week instead of just Monday. So we'll see what that means, and we will actually kind of get back to this here in just a little bit, that note. Speaking of things that aren't confirmed, though, there is nothing confirmed regarding the nature of a drug testing program, but it's no secret that they need to have one before Congress starts talking with them. I think they may desperately want to copy the WWE program, given the success it's had, and the idea that they have a program but nothing changes. The impression everyone has is that an announcement will be made in a few weeks, making it official. So we kind of talked about that a few weeks ago, but TNA doesn't really have much of one right now.
So and this is just for steroids?
It doesn't directly say that, but I have a feeling that's more or less what it's about, yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean, WWE has one, but I mean, I don't really recall many. I mean, I think Mr. Kennedy got suspended like once or something.
Well, and that's what kind of Dave says is like, they have one, but nothing really changes. Like, they just have a program.
Right.
Last week during the episode, we discussed Alex Shelley being on a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla show and how that's not allowed, technically. Well, we have a follow-up for that. And Dave notes that the situation with Alex Shelley working the PWG show is this. Bill Behrens booked Shelley to the PWG show, and TNA is claiming, as contracted talent, Shelley can't appear on any commercially distributed DVD. Now, PWG has not signed an agreement to TNA's terms that they will use TNA talent and be allowed to sell DVDs of the wrestler at their live events or through their website, but not through other parties or in stores. PWG hasn't agreed to those terms, which makes the booking of Shelley kind of interesting because the sides didn't come to an agreement. TNA did allow Shelley to do the shows and get paydays, hoping that PWG will sign agreements like the other indies that TNA does business with have signed.
Are the agreements that they would like get a cut of the DVD sales or something?
No, it's that they won't put him on the DVDs that are being sold.
Oh.
So why would you sign that now? You already have him. He already wrestled.
Right. So I don't understand. Would there be anything that could happen to PWG if he's on the DVD? Because they didn't agree to that.
No, I don't think there could be. There's nothing holding them liable. No.
Yeah.
If they paid and everything, it doesn't matter. Like, theoretically, TNA let him do the show still.
Right.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
That's just let them fucking do the shows. You guys, they don't guys outside of Kurt, Sting, Cage, and Joe probably enough money for them to not do indies, and AJ.
Right.
I'll just let them do it.
That is right.
Let the 40 people
that
buy the PWG DVD, let them buy it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think they should let them do that. My next note, so we kind of mentioned this very briefly, but the night before Hard Justice on Spike, they did this 30-minute countdown to Hard Justice show that was modeled after the UFC shows, and it apparently got great reviews. The entire show was built around pushing the Joe vs. Angle match as an athletic contest, pushing their strengths and weaknesses, and basically avoiding even the mention of Karen Angle stuff on TV, because that was on the build-up, but that was because it was actually taped weeks earlier prior to Karen Angle even coming on TV. And also because Kevin Sullivan, not the wrestler, the production Kevin Sullivan, who was in charge, wanted to try the UFC approach. It was mostly Don West, Mike Tenay, and Kurt Angle doing analysis for the match. They will have a similar countdown to No Surrender, airing several times this week, but that will be more of a mix between covering the angles on television and doing a UFC approach. There was no indication last month's helped the buy rate at all, largely because nobody even knew that the show was on in the first place.
I mean, they never said anything on TV about it.
Yeah, not even like once.
Not even one time, so... Yeah, how can anybody watch it if nobody knows about it?
Exactly. I got two more here, and then we'll talk about that house show and then get into today's show. But it's being reported in Mexico that TNA has booked shows on December 15th at El Toreo in a city that I will not pronounce because I will butcher it, where AAA holds many of its biggest events, and December 16th at Arena Monterrey. TNA drew almost 4,000 fans for a show there with lots of discounting, and it says and the like. I don't know what that means. But this was months back when they ended up doing this show. Now, TNA is not going to work with AAA and instead is going to use its top stars. And the Mexico City article said Sting would appear. Now, Sting has in the past refused to do TNA shows except for TV and pay-per-views. So it should be interesting. It's also noted that Kurt Angle will appear. Macias, who is a AAA headliner, who may or may not be showing up soon. And Mexico's three top independent wrestlers, L.A. Park, who is the original Parka, Blue Demon Jr., and El Hijo del Santano. So we might be loading up a Mexico show soon. And it kind of sounds really interesting. So I'm curious to see when that comes across our indie notes.
And Sting would be doing the show.
It's being said in this article that he would. It does not mean he will.
Right.
It's just potentially kind of being advertised, but not necessarily by TNA, just in this article that's saying, hey, they booked this show. Okay, Bob, I got a big note here for you before the indie show. It's almost kind of funny. But Andrew Martin has been let go.
That makes sense. We have not seen him since Our Justice.
That's right. Now, it has been reported that it was due to him being too muscular, and that the times that we are in may be an issue with that situation. But that's interesting because, as he says, but Scott Steiner is more freaky and is still being pushed.
What are we talking about?
Now, before his first appearance, it was second guessed whether he should be used since he was a WWE reject who didn't have something special to offer. Now, you may be wondering, that doesn't make any sense. They do that all the time. And in fact, Dave makes a note about Tomko, but he notes that he's at least improved greatly as both a worker and a personality, doing the facials, playing off of Christian. Plus, Christian went to bat for him, and Martin didn't have that level of an ally. Now, when he came in and wasn't impressive, it was really the same kind of reaction people like Damon John and Doug Basham had, and thus had the same end result.
Okay. The muscular thing is incredible because have they not looked at him prior to using him? That is baffling.
I know. It's wild.
That doesn't make any sense. Also, he's a WWE reject, however you want to say it. Wouldn't you have known that before you signed him? Because that's the whole point of why you signed him. Because he was fresh off WWE. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
Right. I certainly agree with the Tomko thing. I mean, he's heavily improved. Realistically, I mean, they don't need Andrew Martin to be on these shows. You know, I mean,
No,
whatever. I mean,
I did not realize how short it was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously very short. He wasn't even like that that big of a surprise, I think. I mean, it was like, oh wow, Andrew Martin's here, but like why? Like, who really cares?
It was more of a why than a
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, this is great. It's kind of like, why is he here? Their reasoning is baffling. It's pretty dumb to me. Like this, you got to find a better reason than he's too muscular and he's a WWE reject. That's what you sign. And like when you noted about Scott Steiner, I mean, you look at a guy like Scott Steiner, he's huge.
right.
He's a huge human being.
So there's kind of a weird double standard there.
There's a double standard there.
Right.
So I think that I would be more willing to bet that they just didn't have any ideas for him after a month.
Which is crazy.
And they shipped him out.
Yep, that's probably pretty accurate. Well, Bob, would you like to run through the house show that we had? I have actually a note to follow up with that, and we can do a little chit chat about that show, and then we'll get into today's episode of Impact.
Okay, well, on September 3rd, 2007, TNA held a house show in Syracuse, New York, where both Dallas and I currently reside, at the New York State Fair in front of an approximate attendance of 1,000 fans. I did not go to the show. I instead went to Chicago, and when I went to Chicago at the airport, I saw two men that were on this show, Christopher Daniels and Christian Cage. So here is the rundown for the results. Eric Young defeated Robert Roode. On Cage match, it says that Gail Kim was in Robert Roode's corner. That is probably incorrect. So I'd imagine Gail Kim would be in Eric Young's corner. So that is probably a typo. LAX, Hernandez, and Homicide defeated Triple X, which was Daniels and Senshi. Jackie Moore defeated Miss Brooks. Jay Lethal won a three-way dance when he defeated Kazarian and Sanjay Dutt. Samoa Joe defeated AJ Styles. Abyss defeated Tomko in a no disqualification match. Chris Harris defeated James Storm, who had Jackie Moore in his corner. And in the main event, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle retained when he defeated Christian Cage.
Yeah. So Bob was not there, but I was, which is pretty cool. I remember when they announced that this show was coming to the fair, I almost shit my pants. Because I was like, holy shit, TNA's coming to the fair? Are you joking me? Let's see, in 2007, that's like, I think I was in like 7th grade. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was in about 7th grade, middle school. I was very, very excited about this show. It was, in fact, held inside of a horse stadium where they do like horse shows, which is really wild. I remember the ground was all dirt. It wasn't like anything, it was just dirt. The ground. They had these barricades that were like, think of a white picket fence, like made of plastic. That's what the barricade was made of, probably because that's what they had at the horse barn. And I cannot speak to the crowd attendance because I don't really recall. I do remember, I can't remember if we had front row seats or if it was like 1 or 2 back, but it was definitely like that area, very close. But I remember between the guardrail and the first row seats, there was a significant gap, like 10 feet or so. Like a lot. And I feel like everyone moved up. I could be wrong about that part. I also remember during the intermission, Samoa Joe went to the merchandise table for a free meet and greet. And it was an absolute like chaos. And yes, me and the family friend I was with did in fact go and meet Samoa Joe. And they had no Samoa Joe 8x10, so I have a Jeff Jarrett promo turned over, signed by Samoa Joe. Which is insane. He got like a hat signed. And I got a picture of Samoa Joe like signing stuff. It's really wild. And I was telling Bob off air about this, that the only things I remember from this show is Jackie Moore and Ms. Brooks going through one of the barricades and like falling onto the ground, and the main event. I don't remember nothing else.
Nothing else.
I remember AJ Styles because I took a really cool picture of him that I was very proud of, that I got him to sign like years later at like a 2CW show. And that's it. I don't remember anything else. I kind of remember maybe seeing like Abyss. But if I remember correctly, it was a lot of fun. And even on paper, like I wish I could rewatch the show. Like I remember it just being a really good time. The notes that you were reading off a Cage Match is interesting because I actually have 2 different crowd numbers than you do, and a different order of the matches. So according to Dave Meltzer's report, there was 1,000 and 1,250, or in the Observer it says 1,300. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But it's a little bit more than what's reported on Cage Match. The match order also goes Eric Young and Rude, Lethal winning the 3-way, then Jackie and Brooks, then LAX, Triple X, then Samoa Joe Styles, then Abyss and Tomko, then Harrison Storm, and then Kurt Angle and Christian Cage. It's also noted in the Observer that Jeremy Borash, and I don't remember this at all, but Jeremy Borash did announce that the TV was going to be going 2 hours in the near future. So he might have broke the 2-hour TV deal in Syracuse.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I don't know where else he would have done that.
Right. It's noted that the crowd was hot, and they treated the Angle over Christian title match main event like it was a major bout. And I feel like I kind of remember that. I feel like I remember that being like kind of a big deal.
Of course they would, though.
Strong merchandise sales as well, which I'm telling you, if it ain't because of Samoa Joe walking out there, I don't know what is, but people were nuts at the merchandise table, dude. Matches were all quick, as Angle vs. Cage went 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and it was the longest match on the show. Christian,
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Christian insulted the locals so that people would know that Angle was the babyface. Given if you actually watch TV, there's no way that you would be aware of that.
Right.
And that's the note I got for that. But pretty fun. I've been looking forward to the day we got to this, and I was scrambling to try to find the pictures I took so I could like look at them and talk about it a little bit, but I cannot find them right now. So I will continue to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all the notes for the pre-show here?
That's pre-show notes. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's head into then the Go Home show here, the September 6th, 2007 edition of TNA Impact, where on this show, Kurt Angle is in fact not the babyface. So do not get it twisted. The approximate runtime is 42 minutes and 20 seconds. If you want to watch along with us, head over to the TNA Plus app, or if it's in your own personal collection, that should do the trick as well. I'm going to count down from 3, and when I say play, that is when we're going to start the show. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. You're muted.
Man, I missed my TNA We Are Wrestling thing, talking about the normal intro. I've ruined everything.
I saw you mouth it, so at least we know you did it.
Crazy. It's crazy. I'm scrolling on my notes here, and for some reason, let me make sure I'm at the right thing before I speak. Where'd it go? Oh yeah. So Alvarez hasn't reported that the house show we just talked about, which by the way I was at the New York Fairgrounds, was in fact in New York City.
Oh, brother.
Crystal is outside the building, and a Hummer just pulled up with Team Pacman inside. No consequences. There's one big dog who has not been autographed by Team Pacman.
Who is it Kurt?
It's Kurt. Well, we're getting our intro here, and I don't know when we'll see her again, but Crystal there, we just saw her. I have a note about her. She's the new woman, obviously handling interviews, named Crystal Latham. She was better on her first day at the pay-per-view a few weeks ago than Letitia Crane has been with months of work, Dave says. Plus, she has been a camera-friendly face like Karen Angle. Crane is still with the company, but could be on the endangered species list.
Isn't her name Klein? Letitia Klein?
So, I think so too, but he always writes Crane. Is that her real name or something?
I don't know.
Because you're right, it is Klein, and he writes Crane, and it throws me off. Because I just read it. Let me see.
A major announcement regarding the future of TNA. Are they going to announce a 2-hour show on this show?
Oh my god. Oh, here comes Kaz. Yeah, so it's not her real name. Her real name is Klein. Well, that's not her real name. That's her actual stage name, not Crane, is what I mean. But that's not her government name either. So, yeah, my apologies for actually reading The Observer, because apparently he doesn't fucking write anything right. Oh, that's right. Kaz planted a kiss on Miss Brooks.
This is my favorite theme song. Dun, 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 dun,
Out of all the awesome TNA themes, this is Bob's favorite.
Yeah, dude, I like Tomko.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good big boot. You better retract your statement.
I will, because that camera angle was way better than what they showed on Impact last week.
Way better. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he got him right on the face. I will agree with you. The camera angle last week was not. It didn't show it that well. This is our opening match. It's Kaz against Tomko.
Interesting. This is a really random match. That's okay, though.
Well, I feel like in wrestling that kind of has to happen. Unless, if you don't do it that way, then the same people wrestle each other for months on end. Tomko is really selling the punches by Kaz as if he's wiped out by them.
Well, I mean, if he's hurt, he's hurt.
But I mean, we're like 20 seconds into the match, and he was acting as if Mike Tyson just knocked him out in the corner.
Oh, look at this. Robert Roode and Ms. Brooks are coming out to ringside. Oh, Ms. Brooks
yeah,
does
I
not look
definitely do
thrilled.
that.
Well, a clothesline by Tomko. Oh, there's a 20-man tag team gauntlet at No Surrender.
So 10 teams.
Yep. Over the top rope elimination. So you get to the
Do
final
we
two
even
competitors.
have 10 tag teams?
I don't know. We'll get rejoined by their team. Then it's pinfall or submission. Winner is the number one contender. Okay, so let's see. Eric Young and Shark Boy apparently.
That's one.
LAX,
Triple X.
VKM, Triple X. Yeah, that's 4.
So we have 4.
I was gonna say Serotonin, but they're gone.
No, that,
Well, Matt Bentley is at least.
Tomko and AJ.
Tomko AJ. Machine Guns.
Machine Guns is
That's
6.
6. Team 3D.
You didn't say them yet?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's obvious.
Still 3 more teams, though. And this is also like we're eliminating the entire card of that could be on the show in general. So this is really weird. Maybe we'll have a surprise or two? Springboard dropkick by Kaz. Oh. The move of the match, sponsored by Shoot 'Em Up. Oh, Christian Cage is in that. Ducks the big boot by Tomko, and then accidentally drop kicks Robert Roode ringside. Tomko pulling Kaz back into the ring. Major announcement this Sunday at No Surrender. Do not miss it. This Friday at midnight. Friday at midnight is the preview, the Road to No Surrender show that we're doing.
Oh, so they mention it now.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we're not watching it, so it's fine.
We're not, and I don't even know where you could.
Oh,
is Tomko's only move a fucking big boot, dude?
No, he's gonna choke bomb him right here too.
Okay, he did.
He called him the tree slam. That's what is that? I think TNA just called that the tree slam.
I have no idea. Okay, so Tomko and AJ are officially a team in that tournament. They're saying it right here on the commentary.
I really don't know who the other 3 teams could be.
I have no idea, dude. Yeah, I got nothing. I can't even think of like people who've been here once or twice. You could do like Raven and Divine maybe, because Divine's still with the company.
You could.
I feel like it's stretching it, but you could do it.
Yeah, no, you could. Tomko just shoved Rude, but then just walked away, and then Tracy like that. So now she's flirting with Tomko and Kaz.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? They could do Pi Delta Slam from 2005. Harris Brothers.
Pi Delta Slam.
The New Church.
The Harris Brothers. Oh my goodness. The New Church.
Could you imagine? Oh, we what the hell?
They just said that I think that Abyss and Lethal are teaming up tonight.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, they both have a title match.
Oh,
I
here's
guess
some tag
good.
teams. VCAM, LAX, Team 3D. It's everyone we thought. Oh, Chris Harris versus Black Rain once again. Rude with Ms. Brooks versus Kaz. Oh,
Joe and
Samoa Joe.
Cage.
One of Kurt's 3 title bouts. The X Division Championship is on the line. I can't believe this. This match graphic is insane. Team Pacman versus Sting and Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle versus Abyss. Samoa Joe against Raven. And then we have a tag team match in the main event. Dream Team versus Abyss and Lethal. So
Dream Team. They're going with Dream Team?
Well, it's Sting and Angle, duh.
That's gotta be copyrighted though by WWE. They had Dream Team with Valentine Beefcake, I think.
Yeah, but you're just saying they are a Dream Team.
It literally said Dream Team.
It's a shortened graphic. Kurt and Sting here with Karen being interviewed backstage. I earned this, Sting says.
What are we talking about? Sting, you did not win that belt.
He earned it.
Directly, he won it after the fact.
That's awesome.
That's the dumbest thing I think I've heard.
I know you don't care for me too much, and that's okay. I don't care for you too much either. We're going to go out there and try to prove who's the best. We can raise the bar for each other, or we can totally mess it up and achieve nothing. And I know what I prefer, but the choice is yours. You don't talk to my husband like that. Oh, your wife stays in the back tonight, Sting says. Oh, she just tried to slap Sting, but Kurt stopped her. He can talk to you any way he wants to. He's my tag team partner, and you're staying in the back.
This is ridiculous.
Misty. Misty lives in my head going round and round. It's Black Rain talking, by the way. Until my dementia sets in. Jesus Christ. I'm a sick human being, and at No Surrender, the nightmare continues. Darkness will fall again. It'll be just me, Misty, and the wheel. So Harris is being interviewed by Crystal. That wasn't Dustin at Hard Justice. Believe me, the Dustin I know, completely different. There was some twisted, demented freak trying to cripple me, leave me for dead. Blood pouring down his face. Now, we haven't technically, I don't think, seen Harris since that happened.
That's right.
Oh, we're going to see how sick Chris Harris can be at No Surrender.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm not coming to play mind games. I'm coming for your blood, Harris says. There you go. He's been sidelined for several weeks. Did they just say he had a major concussion? Is that what they just said?
I really hope Harris doesn't lose to Black Rain.
God, dude, I hope not. Lethal versus Kurt is also... Wait, is this all the matches again? Okay, we're doing the same thing again. I'm going to give you a note then, because we're doing the same thing. Jim Cornette missed the 8/27 TV taping, but will be back for the pay-per-view and the tapings the day after. It had nothing to do with his frustration, as he just wasn't feeling well, and they had minimal stuff laid out for him. And since he drives in from Louisville to Orlando, because he hates flying with a passion, they all figured that it would be okay for him to just skip it.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't hate it. He is like deathly afraid of it.
Oh, here's the Black Machismo,
yeah.
Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see, he's gonna treat it like center stage. Oh my god, here's Abyss.
Yeah.
Angle. It starts tonight and ends Sunday. And no surrender. Your blood. My gold. Blah. Now, this is the first time that I think Abyss has strung together full sentences. Usually he just yells a couple words.
All right. Doomsday.
Click! Doomsday! Well, we'll see what happens there.
See, the dream. He's saying dream team lawsuit. I'm telling you.
Wait, Samoa Joe? He's making his way to the Impact Zone, and Bob.
Yeah, looks like he's going. Looks like he's going to the parking lot.
Oh, and there's Team Pacman. Who do they got on their site? Maybe.
Ron just said that'll be the next victim, and then Pacman was like, maybe.
Samoa Joe has apparently continued to turn down requests to sign a new contract extension.
Smart man.
He's really making him sweat. Because we're seeing another no surrender thing. So guess what? That means another note for you.
Get as much leverage as you can get.
Oh, absolutely. One epic night.
How long was his extension before? 2 years?
That's a great question, to be honest. Oh, wait. No note now, because James Storm and Jackie Moore are at an AA meeting looking for Rhino. Hang on.
If he's in there, I'm going to kick his ass. Yeah, James, you can't bring alcohol into an AA meeting.
I'm Dick, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm Bill, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm Lydia, and I'm an alcoholic.
She's got booze in that cup, for sure.
Not coffee. My name's James. And after listening to all of you, I gotta have beer. You're missing the point. We discourage drinking. If you're gonna have a disease, it better be one that you're gonna have a good time with. That's what his mama taught him, he said. They're gonna call the police again. There's a sign on a piece of paper that says, take it one day at a time. It's Alcoholics Anonymous. If we even saw him, we'd tell you. One more question. Does this stuff really work? Jackie, get my Christmas present. Oh, it's a 6-pack. He's leaving a 6-pack at the AA meeting.
Oh my god, are they all gonna relapse?
That girl in the back looked like she was gonna.
Well, she already did. I think she already did.
Oh shit. Raven is sitting in his creepy chair for his entrance.
Now we know where Triple H got his whole throne thing.
Yeah, this is where we got it, dude. Raven in 2007.
Raven's dyed his hair as well.
Yeah, it was One of the best couple times we've seen him, it's no longer that blonde.
No, he looks a lot better with it dyed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he's fighting Samoa Joe, who's coming out with fire dancers again.
No, I don't like this.
Well, during this long entrance, Kevin Nash was apparently the one that was pushing that Scott Hall is in good shape and clear-headed, and the company has interest in both Hall and bringing back Sean Waltman as well. Given the way they think, Dave says, I can see Hall, Nash, Waltman, BG, and Kip forming New Generation O, or something that will take someone else 5 seconds to come up with.
New Generation O.
I don't know. That's a Dave Meltzer thing, but
I know, but that's funny.
That is some bullshit they would probably try to do.
Well, I'm surprised that they wouldn't. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it would make sense, I guess, to put them all together as one big group.
Do you want to see that?
I didn't say I wanted to see it. I'm just saying that it would make sense. The tie-ins. You have the NWO, a good part of the NWO with the majority of DX. You put them together and go from there. Waltman having been in both groups ties in.
Raven and Samoa Joe brawling around ringside. Raven getting thrown into all these guardrails here.
Yeah, I was gonna say this isn't really a brawling. This is just Joe beating up Raven.
Little face wash.
Oh.
I thought we were gonna see the Russian leg sweep from Raven here, but he's getting his ass beat.
Well, it could happen. Well, never mind. We're back in the ring. Running knee by Joe in the corner. That drops Raven. There are actually dueling chants right now of Let's Go Joe and Let's Go Raven.
That's insane. Oh, Raven just stopped Joe in his tracks with the kendo stick. Andrew Thomas does not like this, for the record.
This should be a disqualification.
He didn't use it yet.
He introduced it. What the hell?
Shit. AJ Styles just smashed Samoa Joe from behind with a different kendo stick.
He literally came out of nowhere. Oh, atomic drop by Joe. Here we go, and back senton. 1, 2. Now Raven kicks out at 2. Are you gonna watch that Raven documentary or what?
I really, really want to see this Raven documentary. He's actually been hyping it up on Twitter. I've retweeted it a few times over on our Twitter page at Cross the Line TNA. Yes,
I don't know what he just did off the middle rope.
I think it was like a high knee. Let's see. I'll see if he's posted any more details since I've seen last.
Oh, man, Raven did a snot rag, but he hit AJ with it.
I just like to assume it's a chloroform rag.
He literally blew snot in it. And that causes Raven to submit as Joe locked in the choke. So Joe's your winner. Pretty one-sided there. Now AJ's been fucking tossed into the ring, kicked by Joe. Where's Christian? Come on, Christian. There's Tomko. Oh, but Joe's jabbing him. Oh, here's Christian.
Yeah, Raven
and he whacks Joe with a chair.
Raven has not posted any more about digital streaming of the documentary, it doesn't look like, but I think that news on that's coming soon. Wow, we're handcuffing Samoa Joe to the ropes. Christian Cage has the chair now.
Jabbing away on Joe.
This is not good. What?
Oh. The dancers. Oh, you guys get out of there.
They're not wrestlers.
They're not dancers either. They're people, according to TNA.
Talk about lack of respect. Thank God he's got shorts on
Ugh.
underneath that skirt. We could have just got a whole show.
But yeah, Joe's handcuffed to the ropes. Leave him alone.
This is getting personal.
Oh no.
I got a concerto.
Oh no. The poor dancer
Tomko.
guy.
Tomko's holding his head down, and good night.
Oh.
He hit him.
Well, I'll
This
tell you
is
what.
personal.
Joe is far more emotional here than he was about his lady friend getting her ankle broken.
Oh, that's because they were just friends.
Right. That poor guy is knocked out. I'm not really sure if he's going to be doing any more dancing.
Well, that was wild. To commercial, and we're back to another No Surrender video package. Well, they showed Kurt Angle, so here's a Kurt. Yeah,
Kurt Angle has it all, and he could lose it all in one night.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle was telling people at TV that he thought that the whole Brock Lesnar coming to TNA deal wasn't happening. He said he wasn't told by Lesnar, but believed that Lesnar had already signed a UFC deal, and that Lesnar hadn't signed, but Dana White seemed confident of getting him, and the money difference is probably dimes to dollars. Jim Mitchell releasing his Hellspawn here, he's talking about.
This is the vignette promoting his son.
Oh, he's talking in creepy stuff. Oh, he's right there. Judas Messias. They're showing him. Well, I mean, he's obscured, but he's there. Well, and I'll let you know, my final note is that Ricky Banderas has been at the last few TV tape-ins, but only shooting some of these promo videos. Dave thinks that he's probably going to debut as a character either at No Surrender or the TV's the following day, and likely face Abyss at Bound for Glory.
Well, that would check out. I feel like he realistically should just debut at No Surrender.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Rhino's on the phone.
Oh. James Stormer's looking for you, but Mike, if Storm wants to find me, I'll be at No Surrender in the middle of the ring with the I want to kill you look on my face.
So he is hiding.
Well, he doesn't have to look any further because Rhino will be in the middle of the ring. That's all Rhino called them to say.
Ooh, yeah. All right, this should be our main event.
Yeah, and here comes Jay Lethal to kick us off.
Do, 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 do,
Here comes his partner, the number one contender for the heavyweight title, the Monster Abyss. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Wow, Abyss is freaky. And here comes their opponents.
He's so scary.
Done it. Done it.
This is
Sting, one half of the TNA Tag Team Champions here.
Pacman Jones, Pacman Jones. All right, well, this is a pretty big main event for a go home show, I will say.
Here comes Kurt Angle. And remember, Karen has to stay in the back for this one.
Yeah, but will she?
Good question.
That's a real question.
By the way, we are at the 30-minute mark into the show. Just crossed it.
Also, he is coming out on the heel side, so for him to be coming out on house shows as the babyface is
pretty crazy. Wow, look at all those titles.
Look at all that gold. Mercedes Moné who? Ultimo Dragon what? Kurt Angle, baby.
Okay, Earl Hebner trying to carry all the titles away from Angle, but there's a lot. How hard is it to hold on to every single one of those titles? Okay, let's see. Kurt immediately steps out, letting Sting kick this match off. Who's he going to start with? His former partner Abyss? Or no, it is in fact the X Division #1 contender, Jay Lethal. Honestly, I've been waiting for these guys to lock up since at least late 2005.
When Sting made his return at Final Resolution 06, I was like,
book it.
Fucking Jay Lethal,
I said,
dude.
book it.
They need to lock up. Cartwheel and a dropkick by Lethal. And he gets wrist control and he's pointing to Abyss like, hey,
Abyss
brother,
gonna come off hot, top of
the
an axe handle. Just kidding. This is his former partner, his former friend, but also his former enemy. But instead, he's like, "Hey, I don't want to fight you, Stinger. I want to fight Kurt Angle. This isn't your moment of truth. This is Angle's."
Kurt did not look like he wanted to do that, but here he is. Waist control here by Kurt, looking for a suplex, but Abyss isn't even getting on his tippy toes.
Can't quite get the leverage of the monster Abyss. Wow, he's really a technical wizard if you think about it. I never thought about him like that, but...
Well, in the Boiler Room back in 2003, my understanding is that Kid Cash would routinely do...
that makes a lot of sense. Him and his little Kid Cash, who I miss dearly here in TNA.
Yeah. I mean, in the world of kayfabe, I mean, it makes absolutely zero sense because it was never addressed. That was a weird cut to the crowd on the press slam, but it was never addressed like at that point that Abyss was related to Father James Mitchell, and they were both on TV at the same time.
Oh, big boot. Oh, son of
What's
a
the connection with Kid Cash? Oh, see, Karen doesn't listen. This is what happens. Lethal with double axe handle off the top to Kurt. So if Karen gets like a black hole slam, that's on her. Oh, during the break, what happened?
That's
Kurt carried her
insane.
backstage. Okay, so she's not even there.
She came out and he just carried her to the back during the commercial. Oh, Cornette says James Storm against facing the War Machine. That's it? They're just fighting each other? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that was that big of a development. I thought that was pretty obvious.
Okay.
I mean, Rhino said.
Do you think that if
No
Cornette was here,
Surrender.
they would have just done a town hall segment, but they cut it instead? It's a company meeting.
You know, probably. Our company meeting is as I'm promoting the pay-per-view.
Oh my god. Crazy uppercut by Angle. Onto Jay Lethal, that is.
Backbreaker by Kurt. 1, 2. Lethal kicks out. 1, 2 again. Lethal kicks out again.
Yes, they're advertising the Road to No Surrender special once again. Under the leg. Tilt to whirl. Head scissor by Jay Lethal. Ducks the clothesline, gets a nasty German suplex.
Oh, boy. Oh, a release German. Come on, Jay. 1, 2. Lethal kicking out at 2. Now here comes Sting.
What is Sting going to do to Jay Lethal right now? Irish Whip comes back. Ooh, kind of collided heads.
Yeah, it looks
Thought
like
it was a shoulder block, but yeah.
a double down by Lethal and Sting. I don't know if I would have realized that. I ever said that out loud.
Sting's got to tag out again.
Hurt in a bit.
Normally, you don't want to have the guys that are about to fight at the pay-per-view touch each other in a match right before it, but you know what? TNA, they don't care. Here.
Yeah, we're a TV company, man.
Shock treatment on Kurt.
Oh
Big
God.
boot to
He's gonna pin
Sting.
Kurt.
No, that one looked good.
That was a shitty big boot. That was shitty.
Lethal
fucking Tomko
on the top, but he's going to stand on the shoulders of the monster for an elbow right onto Angle.
Whoa.
No, Abyss is pinning Angle. Oh, kick out at 2. That's freaking close, dude. Damn it.
It's 2 9/10, man. Double choke slam.
He just pushed.
Can he get him? No. Oh, he let go
big
of Sting.
One Angle, though. Goes for the cover, but Sting breaks it up.
Okay. Well, Sting's a jerk. He literally let go of him.
Lethal going right after Sting here. Irish whip into the corner, but it was countered. Sting backing up, going for the Stinger splash. Nope. Elbow up by Lethal.
Whoa.
Oh, he just pulled the Stinger out of the ring. Abyss picks up Angle high.
Abyss has been influenced by the British Bulldogs.
Nope, we're counter into an Olympic slam.
Oh, what?
Holy shit.
I was gonna say,
well, they did that with the Joe, remember? They did it with
a few days before the pay-per-view.
He like pinned him on Impact or whatever right before their match. Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, they did that. They did do that, didn't they?
Oh my god.
Don't
counters.
Dare tap.
Black hole slam to Angle.
Oh, there goes Slant.
Holy shit. Abyss just pinned Angle. Clean.
Clean.
Wow.
All right. Well, Abyss is clearly not going over on the pay-per-view. I mean, give me a break. So I guess he needed to get
I
the
don't know,
win to
dude. He
maybe
just won
cast
clean.
some doubt that he could win, but Abyss
He's
is
going
not
into the
winning
ring, and
TNA
you know what
title.
that means if he goes into the ring.
He's getting something. Oh no.
Jim Mitchell.
Ring crew is pissed. They're like, come on, dude. We don't want to have to pick up tax again. Sting is there. He's like,
Yeah,
oh
wait.
shit, this guy again? Didn't I shoot him in a fucking prison parking lot?
Mitchell, it looked like he said, you just wait. He loses his focus on the task at hand, and here comes Team Pacman.
Oh my god. Pacman, Kurt
Well,
is
and,
laid out. We don't
he's
need to
doing
be
that as if he's
fucking
going to do anything
snooping.
physical at all. No, he's autographing with,
He is. He's spray
with a can
painting.
of potentially Halloween hair dye. Because that is not spray paint. Oh, no. One big dog was left, and they just left their mark on the Olympic gold medalist.
Dude, that's the bill for the tag match, is that Pac-Man autograph.
That's probably the real
Kurt's
reason they
back.
had to have Kurt lose, so they could even have a chance to do that.
Right.
The first time one man has defended all three titles at the pay-per-view, and it's coming up this Sunday. No Surrender. We're getting our highlight package for all of the stories here.
Yeah, it's literally a minute and a half worth of a video package.
Wow, what did you think of the Go Home episode here before No Surrender as we're seeing all of these matches?
It was fine. You know, I guess I would consider another good episode. I don't have any interest in Kurt and Abyss, which sucks. But I mean, they advanced pretty much everything.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
Do.
I liked last week's probably better than this episode. But for a Go Home show, I feel like they have been notoriously pretty bad at them. The last couple, even though they've been not major shows that we've been looking forward to, have been pretty decent though. So I would say the same for this one. But we do have a lot of weird matches and stories kind of going into this pay-per-view that just feel a little weird. Like Team Pacman versus Sting and Angle when we know that Pacman can't do anything is like really weird.
Yeah.
Seeing everything up until this main event.
Yeah,
they just showed
literally. There was like no reason to watch the last 3 weeks
because
of
a
shows.
lot of it happened on those last two episodes. It's funny because they just showed the Pacman, Team Pacman Sting angle like part of that video, and I was like, oh, they're doing that as the main event. We literally just talked about Abyss and Angle, and I already again forgot it's the main event because they're pushing this Team Pacman thing so heavy.
Yeah. I think out of anything in that whole video, like last video package, the one match they didn't even address.
That is that's weird. Which is also, it's funny you say that though, because I even feel like for Hard Justice they also didn't really address it. It was just like, by the way, that's happening, and there was like interviews leading up to it in that one.
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, that wraps up our build for No Surrender. Our next show is, in fact, No Surrender, and that is on September 9th, 2007 from Orlando, Florida. Our main draw here is pretty much Kurt Angle defending all three titles. And also Joe versus Cage. That's probably a potentially fun undercard match to witness as well. So until our next episode, which is No Surrender, I'm Bob Colling Jr. He's Dallas Gridley, and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.